About time, right? I mean, it was really cool. I picked it off and saw a couple guys that I should probably make miss, and then I think it was Alec was running right in front of me, and I was trying to maybe set up him for a block, and then he got that last block, and I just run towards the end zone.
How much did that swing the momentum of the game?
Maybe quite a bit. Anytime we talk about it as a defense, anytime you get a takeaway, a turnover, whatever it is, get the ball back in our hands, or maybe even score on defense, that changes the trajectory of the game a lot.
Interesting game because you guys had only run 35 offensive plays going into the fourth quarter. Defense been on the field for most of the game. So how were you able to stay in it and still sort of, stay ahead and finish this game?
Yeah, we're really well coached, and last year when we went down to Davis, I obviously wasn't playing, but anything can happen. So we got to stay in that game, do everything we possibly can to shut them out and not give them a little bit of hope towards the end.
I think it's now like 137 to 27 in the second quarter and 100-0 in the third quarter since Oregon. What can you say from your perspective that has been so key to those middle quarters, especially the third?
Is that the score?
Yeah.
Yeah, middle eight is something that we emphasize as a team, and I think it's Thursday, we get in the meeting room and talk over first 15 plays and middle eight plays. Focusing on whether a team might want to chunk down the field, get some explosive plays, or whether they're gonna maybe run the ball, think and dunk down the field. So, honing in on the time left on the clock and maybe a team's identity is really important. I think we're really well coached.
What do you think?
Second interception that you had was, the first one got the touchdown, but the second one looked like a tougher pick to make. Mm-hmm. And then it also, set up a key score there late in the game to kind of shut the door. Can you kind of just go through that play?
Yeah, we're in a man coverage, and I was kind of expecting a slant, something at the sticks maybe, because it was third and medium, third and short. So, I was kind of sitting on a route, and guarded the guy and caught it, and ran as far as I could.
Just seemed like it was you were right near him. The other one was just right to you.
Right. Yeah, no, it was. I was in man that time, and I was in zone the other time. So, kind of a gift, the pick six, but that one, just did my job.
What's it like going against a quarterback like that?
He's a stud.
He's a stud.
Redshirt freshman. I don't know if I've seen anyone like that young, really poised coming into an environment like this. It can't be easy, and he extended a lot of plays. He kept them in the game for sure.
Your D-line was getting after him. What's it like playing behind them?
Yeah, they're just studs all around. I could maybe be a little bit slower to the run, knowing that they might get home. Same thing with our backers, running their gaps and making stuff hard on the offense, making it hard to run the ball.
Those backers had a couple deflections where it looked like they might have even scored if not for those deflections. So what was your perspective on those plays, if you remember them even?
Yeah, I think I remember Neal's the most. We were in a cover two, and he was trying to hit the over out. Neal's, 6'3" or whatever, and can kind of jump a little bit, I guess. So jumped up there and tipped it. It was pretty cool.
As a youngster playing little guy and being an offensive lineman, and now you're having such success after the injuries and all that, does it feel really full circle moment as starting out as an offensive lineman, and here you are return one for a touchdown?
You're spilling the beans on me right now. Yeah, it's really cool. I feel like since I've been young, Taco's been a lot more athletic than me and made a lot of plays, and I've always had that want to make a name for myself too, and making some plays is pretty cool, and I'm grateful for that.
And then how I know you guys feed off each other, but people really sense your genuine love and care for each other, and to see each other succeed.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta mean a lot when you come off after scoring that touchdown and he's waiting for you.
Yeah, that guy's my best friend, and I think people might have seen it through the playoffs last year, late in the season playoffs, when he kind of had a couple pretty big games, and I was trying to be the first one out there to congratulate him. He's my best friend. I love that guy to death, and you know, I'll always have his back, and he'll always have mine.
Vegan said just earlier that it was important for you guys to be challenged tonight. I guess how important do you feel like that challenge was, especially at this point in the season?
Yeah, I mean, early, them scoring on us early and us having to respond. I think, you know, we've done a pretty good job responding. We have a lock-in drill that we do, kind of a crux drill, short little, you know, little breathing, and then maybe something you say to yourself to get yourself back in a good frame of mind. So I think our team did a really good job of doing that. You know, a couple times where we could have maybe plummeted, we kind of held up and played well.
How would you kind of evaluate your team at this point in the season, and how excited are you going into next week, into that game?
Yeah, I mean, got a lot of growth still in front of us. You know, we're just gonna evaluate the film on Monday, and you know, take it from there. Treat this week like every other week, and you know, go out there and do our best on Saturday.
After the Gold Rush game, Julius was in here. He said this team is young. They have to go through adversity to get to where we want to go. And I guess as a captain, specifically, how have you seen this team grow into what they've become, the third best team in the country right now?
Yeah, I mean, I really love these guys, and you know, I think you feel it. Everyone loves each other, and I think that's huge. And we all have each other's back. Whether it's not just offense sticks with the offense, defense sticks with the defense. You know, I think it's a whole cohesive unit, and you know, when you got that brotherhood, it's pretty hard to break.
Hometown matchup under the lights. How special was that environment, and how special was it to you guys to put on a show like that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, sitting around all day isn't very fun, but then I was walking with Jake, Vegan, and Taco over to the little prowl thing we do, and I was like, gosh, this is what you live for. This is pretty awesome. You know, it was a party in Bobcat Stadium tonight, and you know, we have the best fans in the country, and it was really cool.